I hope you recorded that
That was
part.
good. Let's make that the beginning.
Please tell me you got
Make
that.
that the clip.
So anyway.
Catch Me Outside is hot.
How about that?
How about that?
Now, today is America's birthday.
Happy birthday.
America!
Fuck yeah.
She's the only one I don't ever
Never say it.
No.
You can bleep me.
Okay.
249 years.
I was going to say next year is 250.
Brittany.
What?
Oh,
I
The
can't
nun.
say that word.
Yeah.
yeah.
Whatever.
Next.
Yeah, because then we would have to, this would be canceled if I used that word as much as I use it in real life because it's my favorite adjective.
But
Yeah,
every once in a
I love
while,
it.
It's fine.
Maybe Randy can quack it out or something.
You say happy birthday, America. I mean, I know you know, but the history behind it, what is this day exactly?
July 4th, 1776.
And what was that?
The signing of the Declaration of Independence.
Yes, which meant?
We were seceding from, our 13 colonies were seceding from England.
Yes, I think some people sometimes
something I'm
confuse
forgetting?
that with this is our day of freedom. It's not, because this is the day we declared this,
Yeah, we just started it.
for Parliament. Some Americans didn't like this day originally.
No.
Really?
Yeah, because most Americans actually didn't want to be free from Parliament. It took
Oh.
some swaying and
They were
moving.
loyalists,
And
absolutely. The Tories, they were definitely
Is that
loyalists.
because they thought they were better for us than we would be
Yes.
on our own?
Possibly.
Maybe all scared.
Oh,
we can't be
okay.
on our own.
Maybe
yeah.
they had influencers back then.
They did.
Yeah.
They had all the little independent newspapers and things that would go. They had pro-England newspapers. You had pro-separation newspapers. Yeah. Then we opened a big old can of whoop-ass on them at Yorktown. And
Bingo, bango, bongo.
And then
From
our
there.
actual birthday or freedom was when, 20 years later?
Oh, no, not 20. It was
1784.
1780-something. 89,
Are you a history
maybe?
buff? I'm
No,
very
but my
impressed right
husband
now.
Osmosis.
is.
Ah, gotcha.
What is
Yeah,
that?
that makes sense.
Osmosis?
Like you're around it,
Like
so you're
reverse
kind of like
osmosis, the water that
Osmosis is
we
when
love.
you absorb
You absorbing it
something
because you're close
from
to
someone
it,
you're close
yeah.
to, yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I also
which makes sense. I just didn't even put two and two
I
together.
literally get a history lesson every single day.
That's
So
cool.
then I try to regurgitate it on you people, and
Yeah.
half the time it turns out not the way.
Well, I
it
think
was
that one
You
was
were,
supposed to be.
fantastic.
you did well there, though.
Yeah.
You were spot on.
That was
so.
good.
But
I do think that we celebrate it in the form of maintaining our freedom. So maybe not celebrating that this day means freedom, right? But celebrating that we are in fact free.
Yes.
And I think with everything else happening in the world is, we like to focus on the garbage, the dumpster fire that it is. But this is
So
good
today's
and
the
important
birthday!
stuff. Yeah. So
More-
let's make it happy, positive. Yay.
more importantly, it is the 33rd wedding anniversary of Bob and Ellen Goff.
Yes, it is. And man, does she deserve some freedom. Oh, how'd you like that tie-in? That was pretty.
That was
Listen,
cute.
that was good.
That was cute. So, for the anniversary, I'm getting her a big diamond.
In the form
A
of.
really big diamond.
This
In the form
is
of.
the
It's
Baseball
worst-
diamond,
yes,
baby.
Yes, yes.
Worst joke ever. I'm so sorry, Ellen.
I don't know. Is she a fan of baseball?
Yes,
That
but
took a little too long.
okay, it's like we wanted to do. We spent the first most of our
Don't?
first 30 years going to my mom and
I
dad's and
remember.
doing the family stuff. So then we had our 30th anniversary. We went to the Dells. I
Yeah.
planned all that out. That was a lot of
very
fun.
nice.
So then we said, okay, we're going to do stuff for just us. I mean, the kids are all grown. Back when the kids were little and taking them grandma and grandpa's, I get that.
Sure.
But now that we're pretty much empty nesters, we just want to go do something ourselves.
Did your
Absolutely.
parents
Are they
shun
upset?
you since you took this holiday and made
Back?
it your own?
Are they angry?
I mean, back in the day?
No.
Yeah, well, both.
Are they
yeah,
mad
in general,
now?
when you first got married, were they like,
No, well,
you can't get married on the 4th of July? That's America's birthday.
I got married on the 4th of July because I worked with a family that was in the ag business, and I knew it'd be the only dang day I could get everybody in the extended family and everybody to come take the day off to go to my
yeah,
wedding.
Genius.
And they all had to
Historical.
go to the big city of St. Louis for my wedding. Now, my dad's concern was, because we got engaged about a year beforehand, my dad's concern was, 4th of July in St. Louis, Jesus Christ, it's going to be 99 degrees. 82 degrees.
Really?
It was a beautiful,
That's
perfect
awesome.
day at St. Angela Marisi Catholic Church in Florissant, Missouri,
Nice.
just off of Lindbergh Boulevard.
Big, beautiful old church.
It's not an old
Oh,
church.
dang it.
It's kind of a mid-mod church. So
I always think about that church that's right by the Fox Theater.
Oh,
I want
yeah,
to
it's so beautiful.
go there so bad.
Well, the old cathedral downtown is just
Yeah.
beautiful as well.
Yeah,
But the priest who married us, Father Kerskeeter, was the same priest that baptized Ellen.
Get out.
Nope.
How neat.
Yeah. He was retired.
So full
But
circle.
he had always told her and her family, when you get, I mean, because he still like lived around there. So
Yeah.
yes, he married. We went through all of our instruction with him, and he married us.
So you are sentimental and sweet sometimes. Ellen, listen.
What's more sentimental than going to a baseball game on America's birthday
Well, I
and your
was
anniversary?
just about to say, Ellen, she is a saint. We do know that. I'm sure
Getting
she will
another
enjoy
diamond.
that. But hopefully you get her something more than a
Hot dog.
baseball game.
Train tickets.
At the baseball game.
Is it going to be super hot there?
Shouldn't be. The weather didn't look bad at
You
all.
haven't even
Plus,
looked.
we're sitting under the overhang.
I think
Okay,
we're
that's
just
good.
setting the bar right now a little bit higher for you, and you are going to get her another present, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, he is,
No.
Ellen. He's just surprising you. So
Yes.
anyway.
No.
It'll be so great.
Train.
Okay.
I'll buy her some beers. Buy her a hot dog.
Does she drink beers?
Throw a burger down her throat.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
she likes beer.
All right. All
Yeah.
right. Well,
I've never seen Ellen to drink a beer.
Well, she
Well, yeah,
likes
I guess.
foo-foo drinks,
Okay.
but she'll drink
Yeah.
a beer.
All right.
She likes a good light
Well,
beer.
either way, happy anniversary. Congratulations to both of you. How many years? 31, 33? Okay. That's a long stretch. That
It's
is.
our Tony Dorsett anniversary. I always do our birthdays in years. Like last year was 32, so it was our OJ anniversary. She didn't appreciate that.
Well, she probably understood that it was coming. She is married to you.
Yeah,
Right.
Tony Dorsett this year, Walter Payton next year will be great.
There you go.
Are those sports players?
Yeah, I was like, I
They're
don't have a
football
clue. I
players,
didn't want
yes.
to ask.
Well, it
but
depends
I-
on the sport. Like in 37 will be your Keith Hernandez birthday because that's the jersey number Keith Hernandez
Wait,
wore.
That's Seinfeld.
Keith Hernandez won the National League MVP playing for the Cardinals in 1979, and he wore 37. Then he got traded to the Mets because Whitey Herzog was tired of his cocaine problem. He went to the Mets, wore number 17, won a World Series with the Mets. He had also won a World Series with the Cardinals, and then, yes, became part of pop culture history because I also have the Nice Game Pretty Boy Keith Hernandez shirt that I
spit
wear.
that
The
changed.
the Magic Loogie.
Yes.
The
Okay.
Magic
I wanted to
Loogie.
make sure I was connecting all those
You were,
dots. Yeah.
yes.
So we're putting in multiple sports players, is what
Yeah,
I've gathered.
well,
Not just
the only
one
reason I
sport.
gathered
Mm-hmm.
Keith Hernandez was Seinfeld,
Okay.
and that is one.
But he was one of my favorite players growing up, so it's not
that's
just
cool.
a Seinfeld thing. No,
Yeah.
because I played first base when I was a little
So
kid.
you're going to Chicago, and
Mm-hmm.
you're going to a ball game. Are you at least going to buy her a nice dinner?
We're taking train up, train back.
Son of a bitch. So Ellen, you get a.
I'll get her a nice lunch.
You
somewhere.
get a microwaved White Castle burger on the
Oh,
train.
God, I would never. No, we won't eat crap on the train. We'll eat at the ballpark. We'll grab something at a cafe
Oh,
or
you
something
lucky,
beforehand.
lucky gal.
And then it's the 4th of July in Chicago, and that means the NASCAR race is going on.
Oh,
Now, are they going to do like a big fireworks
Yeah.
finale at the ball game? Because I
We're
feel
not
like
gonna be
that's.
there.
why?
Because we got to get back and get on the train. Train pulls out at like 6.
So you
Really
don't even get
just-
to see the end of the game?
Oh, we'll see the end of the game. I mean, with the pitch clock and everything, 1:21 pitch, game will be over by 4. It's a 30 to 45 minute Uber or cab from Wrigley to the Union Station. A couple beers at Union Station. Get some deep dish, maybe. We can get some
There
deep
you
dish.
go.
We can get
That's
a
right.
deep dish.
Yeah,
They have deep dish
there,
at Union
yeah,
Station.
there you go.
Sounds
Okay.
like a plan.
So there. So yeah,
What are
deep
your
dish for dinner.
plans for 4th of
We're
July?
going to our in-laws. It's kind of a tradition, and in years past we've done fireworks there. This year we're going to. So they live in LaGrange, so we're going to go to the riverfront. Claire didn't really understand when we said the riverfront. She thought we meant in Quincy, so she was making all these plans with her friends, and I was like, "Oh,
There are
honey."
multiple riverfronts.
I was like, we're going to be in LaGrange, but it is such a good time because we have family that comes in from Iowa, and of course my in-laws are outstanding. My mother-in-law cooks, and she's the hostess with the mostest, so we go and play yard games and drink, of course, a little bit, and have great food and celebrate the only way we know how, which is as a family.
Has anybody blown off a finger?
No, thank God, but I do know a lot of people who have done that, and even recently, it's like, okay, let's take a step back. Back it up, Tur.
Yeah.
Like, come on. I just don't know how it
Do
happens.
you know a lot of people that, like,
I know
from that?
two very close to me people who have done that.
I know people that are not
Three.
close to me
Three.
that have done that, but it was because of, and again, they are not so close to me, meth bomb explosions.
Well, I don't want
Happy
to like
birthday, America.
cast
Happy birthday,
stones.
America.
I don't know exactly why, but it's always been around 4th of July, so it's could be
Yeah.
whatever, but I'm blaming it on fireworks, and let that be a lesson. They can be dangerous. Like they are, it is, what is it, TNT? Dynamite. Okay,
yeah.
but what is the other word for TNT?
Watch it explode.
Toxic.
Randy.
No, what is it?
TNT is trinitrotoluene.
Yes, but there's
Trinitro-
something that, anyway, I don't want to sound like a dumbass, but it's like,
You mean M80s?
but what it's filled with, it's not,
Gunpowder.
Gunpowder.
yeah, but then there's another one, it's like,
Black powder.
it doesn't matter. Anyway, so people think that when you hold these things, right, like the M80s and the big one, and they light them, it's like, yeah,
Also,
so
like
stop
most
it.
of them are made in China, and I don't know when we started trusting China, especially on America's birthday. So
I think it's, right?
What
Weird juxtaposition.
it kind of is weird.
Yeah.
But
But-
most of these are.
But if you need to get your fireworks today, please go to the Fireworks Superstore just south of Hannibal on Highway 61.
Absolutely.
They'll be there today and tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And the next day.
Yeah.
They're
But
open
I
all
would
the time.
say overall, whether you're celebrating with family, friends, meth, not my choice, but just be careful. Don't light off fireworks. I mean, we're not going to stop people from doing meth. So I'm just saying, like, here's a PSA. Don't light fireworks in your hands.
Or
not
meth.
smart. Never smart. If you're going to do meth, I don't know.
Probably
do it
just
smart.
shouldn't.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. This has gone off the rails yet again. Guys, do you know how much I love sitting down and talking to you guys? Seriously, when I'm
About
like,
meth and fireworks and St. Ellen. Great topic.
okay, so it's like, shoot, Joe Dirt. You got any of them whisker dizzles?
Whisker snippers.
Whisker snippers and things. I want that shirt that has like all. You're telling me you don't have any of them whisker snippers, and I'm totally screwing it up, but it's the epitome of 4th of July in Quincy, West
Yes.
Quincy. Like
Oh, yeah.
it's like, yeah, we love our fireworks, we love our together time. So there you go.
Mine's the, and I can't think of her name right now. Who is she? Stifler's mom.
Oh
What's her
yeah,
name in real life?
Oh.
Stifler's mom. What's her name in real life?
Stifler's mom,
Oh,
Bend
yeah.
and Snap off of
Ben?
Legally Blonde.
Yeah, but I want a hot dog real bad.
Real bad.
That's what it. Yeah, that's the 4th of
This is
July
making
for
me
me.
want a hot dog real bad.
I mean, big blonde woman.
Beautiful. Yeah.
She was recently in
Coolidge.
Jennifer Coolidge.
Nice,
Nice.
nice.
Thanks
Never
for
would have
saying
gotten
that.
that without Jennifer.
in White Lotus. Kind of started off that White Lotus story. Great series if you
She was
haven't
also
Never
seen
seen
it.
in Two Broke Girls.
Yeah.
She played the landlady.
You watched that.
That was a great show.
Me
I thought it
too.
was hilarious.
I did too.
Big
I
Kat Dennings fan.
Duh. I don't know why. If you're watching this, you know why. It was a show that I was like, they're not great actors, but somehow they made it.
The show was hilarious.
Yeah.
The cook was the best part. That
He
guy
was amazing.
awesome.
Yeah. But it kind of like, have you guys been keeping up on the Diddy trial?
A little. Did he seriously?
Get off.
He's not off
Well, no, that's already happened.
multiple times. But the verdict, I guess, and I don't know all the things, is I think it was completely shocking to a lot of people.
Including
that
his own lawyer?
No sex trafficking charges, right?
None.
None of that.
And then I think it was embezzlement or something, or that was a little hard to pin on him anyway, but you would think that domestic violence or something would go against him. So he's
Money
facing like,
talks.
He's a pretty slippery guy.
it's, pun intended, brother, 100%. But it is wild to be like talking about freedom of America
And
while
then-
having this
yes,
feller be
that is
like,
crazy.
ugh.
Didn't he like get the verdict, turned around, bent over his chair to pray? But in all reality, it's probably because he shit himself.
Because I couldn't believe it. So last fall, when I was doing football games for Culver Stockton, they had a quarterback who was very elusive. And I was doing a game. I was doing the play-by-play, and college students were running the game, and was my color commentator. And the quarterback gets out of this thing like, man, he escaped that pass rush like he just left a Diddy party.
That was good.
And all those kids just died, and,
That's
and
good.
they couldn't like keep their composure. So I had to do like the game by myself for the next 10 minutes. Tuesday morning, I get a call from my good friend, athletic director of Culver Stockton, Pat Atwell.
You're fired.
No, he goes, Bob,
That was pretty good, but you can't
That
say
was
that.
really funny,
Yeah.
but
Can't say that.
that kid is walking around campus now and everybody's calling him Diddy. I was like, well, yeah, of course. So then, why don't the athletic director's a friend of mine, call him. I called the athletic director at Grandview. By the way, they won the national title last year. That quarterback won the NAIA national title.
Sports, and congrats.
Yeah. So I call him and I said, hi, this is Bob Goff with the Wildcat Sports Network. And he just starts laughing. He's like, that was really funny. But I was like, are you chastising me? What do you want me to do? You want me to call the kid and apologize? No, but everybody in campus, I mean, I think that thing's gone viral in Iowa because that school's up in Iowa. I'm like, hey, I was just trying to have a good time, a little fun, and congratulations, you have a really good team. So yeah, that was my
That's your connection.
Diddy almost viral moment.
Yeah.
Viral in Iowa anyway, whatever Iowa viral
Well,
is. Boy, say that 3 times fast.
It just goes to show that money talks.
Money's
Baby oil
America.
definitely walks. But
makes
it's
you
like,
makes you more slippery.
yeah, I'm like, ugh. Anyway, so we were talking about influencers, and after we take this break, I want to delve in a little bit more about what's on your.
Algorithms.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, look at Ashley
Everyone
pitching to the
says,
break.
I just heard somebody, I was telling her, that said, isn't it amazing when your algorithms align and it's perfect? Like, I never really thought of it like that. So
No, it's disturbing.
I kind of want to hear, what's on
It'll be
yours.
interesting to talk about. I'm really excited to delve into this a little bit more.
All right.
No Diddy talk.
No Diddy.
We'll be right back.
What have you been missing on Muddy River Gems? You won't believe your eyes. My crew and I have been bringing you stories for more than 20 years on PBS and now Muddy River News. And we're just getting started.
And now we have our expert pyrotechnic here, Randy. So we were talking about fireworks safety, which of course is important going into tonight's holiday. Normally there are drunk adults with kids
A lot
shooting
of them.
off fireworks. And we want to make
No.
sure that everyone is safe. So Randy on the break was telling us that one of the biggest problems with fireworks is what, Randy?
Okay, so the biggest issue with fireworks, and I'm talking to Bob. I'm not getting close to Bob because I like him.
You can talk to me if you want.
Either way, the biggest problem with lighting fireworks and the biggest danger comes when you are lighting them and you lean over to light them. Light them like this.
Get a punk.
Why?
Or get a lighter, a punk, whatever you're going to light them with, but don't get your head over the top of them. There was a fatality at one of the fireworks shows, the professional fireworks shows, several years ago in this area, and that's where the real danger comes in. The person literally lost a good part of their head.
And died?
And yes, and they died at the same time. So again, light your fireworks like this. If you're going to be doing it, light
Hurry
them
up
like
and get away.
this. Don't get over them and light them like this.
Yeah.
And for God's sake, don't hold them in your hand like this.
Right.
That's-
Roman candles are one of my biggest nightmares. I have PTSD from when I was a kid. My cousin lit one and it went out the back end of it. So when you're holding fireworks, you always run the risk of it coming back on you. So I don't even recommend holding them. You
Yeah,
can hold them out, but just don't hold them.
But yeah, follow the directions. Don't hold them. If you do hold them, don't hold them like this. Hold them like this.
Yeah. And for God's sakes, if you have a party with a bunch of kids around, don't be the adult who's shit-faced being like, let me take care of it, because
Here, kids, hold this in your teeth.
Right?
Don't do that, for
Yeah.
God's sake.
anyway.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
I'm going to go
thank
back
you,
and press
Randy.
buttons
thank you,
now.
Randy.
This public
Thanks
service
for that.
announcement brought to you by Randy Industries.
And Muddy River News.
Muddy River News.
All right,
Stay
so
safe. Keep your fingers.
before, of course, we want everybody to keep their digits and their heads and everything.
I guess this is not the time to be like, oh, I remember when I was a kid and we did Roman candle wars.
Shot bottle
See,
rockets
that's-
at each
Oh,
other.
Oh God, we were
Shot bottle rockets at each
Idiots.
other. Oh,
But
yeah.
that's because we all think that we're
invincible.
invincible. Yes, which is a good thing to carry with you through life, right? You don't want to be scared about everything.
No, but
when it
yeah.
comes to fireworks, they are dangerous.
And we literally had
Have your
proof.
drinks, have your fun, but do it without being a risk taker, I think, if there's a way to do that, right? All right, so move on to the next subject. So we were talking about earlier, there were possibly some influencers that didn't want the United States of America to be
Free.
independent, right?
Yeah.
Break away from.
And I think that influencers have had a say in what we do for a long, long time, and we maybe have not really realized it until now because we're under the influence of
Yes.
people, right? So we were talking about algorithms.
Yes.
Brittany
This is
brought
like
this
the
up.
smoothest segue I've ever seen.
Is it really?
Segue.
I don't know. I just anyway. So algorithms have become this thing. It's your own fart chamber, right? It's what you. Let's say you have to fart and you pause too long on a video. That video is now going to. That algorithm is now going to say, "Oh, you like this video of a
I love
frog."
that you're pausing on a fart.
Maybe
I
I
gotta
am.
Fart, so I
Maybe
gotta
a
pause
sneeze.
But
this.
it's not
Whatever.
a pause. It's anything. I mean, it's like, oh, if I look at a pair of shoes, oh, let me just check out these shoes, and then my next
But if you-
freaking 6 posts are shoes.
But it's like when you pause on it for too
Yep.
long. So if you're
Or-
pausing,
Yeah.
if you're not just
If
death
you-
scrolling, right? So I death scroll a lot, and every once in a while I'm like, ooh, that's intriguing. So I'll pause for like maybe 0.5 seconds. My algorithm is like, oh, you love watching frogs fart in a pool, right? And then I get a bunch of frogs farting or something. So what is in
I love it.
your algorithm, Brittany? Go.
It's not frogs farting.
Dang it,
in
because
a
it's so
pool.
cute.
Right
Did you
now,
know that frogs can fart? They have a
didn't.
little butthole that's like so cute and like so cute. Anyway,
No, I did
Suck
not.
ya.
I did not know that at all. I don't know. Like right now, okay, so my stuff is inundated with Caitlin Clark, mostly because of the Sophie
Sports?
Cunningham.
I'm getting a lot of Caitlin Clark stuff.
But
yeah.
I paused and rewatched so many of the Sophie Cunningham takedowns. What do they call her? It's like the person that's in hockey that comes out.
Enforcer.
Yeah, the enforcer. So now, like, I'm like,
Her
oh,
social media numbers went through the roof.
she's amazing.
Where'd she
Not
go to
only,
college?
I don't.
Iowa State.
I don't know.
I have
The
no-
University of Missouri.
Oh,
But
She's
she
from
did
Columbia,
me.
Missouri,
Cool.
and
She
went
plays-
to college
Oh, that's where
there.
my
But
niece
she
goes.
plays for the Indiana Fever now, which is who I follow a little bit because of the Caitlin Clark, and
Yeah.
then
You are
And
a
because of the Elvis
sportser.
song.
sure no, but
Give me the fever.
Yeah, give me no fever.
no, it's because of
Anyway,
this
go.
ultimate takedown, and it was just awesome. And yeah, I'm not huge. I know I like play like I'm not huge into sports, but realistically,
It's cool to look at the competitive nature.
but
of
like
it.
I used to be very, very, very involved in sports.
You're
It wasn't
athletic.
until like my adult later life when, I got inundated with this stuff and whatever, where I wasn't so sports.
You're multifaceted.
Yeah,
world
but like
man,
I
love
used
it.
to love that, and I love women's basketball right now.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it's that. It's plants, obviously. Anytime, anything plants for
Dory.
me. Yeah.
Botany bowl.
Botany
Botany
bowl,
bowl.
exactly. But
Yeah,
then,
that's
you know,
cool.
what sucks with that is that goes through, and I'm like, Mike, we need a greenhouse, and I'll show you all the ways to make one. And I send him all the reels on
And he's
how
like,
to
"Thanks,
make
babe."
it. Yep, how to make a greenhouse.
Catch me outside. I'll be building a greenhouse.
I hope so. I was really hoping for that one this summer.
When's your birthday?
Oh,
November.
November.
We're all
Oh yeah,
November.
duh.
We're all November
Yeah,
birthdays.
all right. Well, maybe he'll get you one.
We're-
Hey, there's still a lot of summer left.
Yes. Also, we're babies. November babies.
Scorpio.
Yeah.
Sing.
But you'll see a little post here earlier of our baby shot, but that was our ode to America, the Happy Birthday America.
100%. All right, algorithm.
Sports, Stratmac baseball, boobs, Yellowstone.
I love how he just went boobs.
What else? Shoes or men's clothing or all the funky T-shirts I get.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'll get all. That's why I end up
You
getting
are a
so many.
fashionista.
That's why I end up getting so many T-shirts because that's really cool. I gotta have that.
I think that's one thing maybe people don't know about Mr. Bobby is you are a fashionista. Every time I come in here, I'm like, what is this? What are you wearing? And then the last time,
But in a good way, I know.
in a great way. So the last time I came in, this was like over the winter. I was like, that jacket, those shoes. Who is this? You're like Instagram shopping. They got you hook,
Oh
line,
yeah,
and sinker.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
is pretty
not
cool.
cheap though, man.
I love it.
Timu and Shein are
All right,
Yeah, but is that what you're doing?
a little bit. No, mostly it's not. No.
well, you don't know where it's coming from. Most of it is coming from those places, which we can get into on another time. But have
But
you seen?
I have a threshold of cost.
Yeah.
Unless
everybody
I'm
does.
buying something straight from Ralph Lauren, which
Yeah.
I do because I like polo. So and then I also will go to the Ralph Lauren outlet down in Chesterfield. So but then I always have all these great. Okay, here's 30% off. So
Yeah.
got 30% off. Let's go down to Chesterfield.
Sure.
So and then the shoes.
Is Ralph Lauren, is that
It's
consistent?
Lauren.
Lauren.
Guys,
Lauren.
Let's get
Ralph
with
Lauren.
it.
Is Ralph Lauren,
Ralph Lauren.
has it
Lauren.
stayed consistent through the years?
Oh yeah, I've been wearing polo stuff since I was in college.
Mike wears Banana Republic, and I hope I don't get in trouble for saying this, but like he's wrote so many letters basically to the company saying, I have ordered your shit for years.
Yeah.
And now it's changing.
Get it
like
together.
the quality is changing.
Yeah.
I haven't changed in my size. He wears, if you know him, he wears
Same
a
thing.
uniform.
He's got a uniform.
He's literally got 3 of the same shirts.
It's all right. When you
In a
find
row.
something you love,
I got a bunch
buy
of blue.
it.
I be blue. I wear a lot.
I'm
of blue.
talking the same exact flannel 3 times.
But if you think that even Ralph Lauren is not outsourcing his shit to China,
Well, sure he
you
is.
Well, that's
are
what I was
100%
kind of
But no,
wondering.
I have not noticed a drop off in quality from the polo shirts I wore in college. to
Well,
the
he's
polo
probably
shirts I
paying him a
wear
little
today.
bit extra, but have you guys seen this? I think they're calling it disposable wardrobes.
Yeah.
And there's so much waste in like
Oh,
Chile
yes.
and Guam, and like
Yes.
the oceans are
That's been going
dyed
through my
red,
my feed.
right? See, that's what's on mine because I followed one and I was like, oh my God, no more Sheen, Nine, or whatever the hell you
Yeah.
call it,
Sheen,
Temu,
Shine, Temu,
whatever.
Temu.
Because it's like
Pool
people
Pond.
buy all of
Pond would
these
be good
things
for you.
from these manufacturers overseas, and it's disposable. It's not meant to
Right.
go through the washer more than 3 times.
But are they not giving them then? That's what I was
No, they
saying.
go to a landfill.
We've also instituted a new rule that anytime we get new stuff, we gotta get rid of something.
Yes.
I'm trying to do that.
Yeah.
But also, if you go thrifting, I've found a bunch of polo stuff at thrift stores.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's actually Bolo. You just don't know it.
what?
They take off the Bolo logo and they put polo
No,
on there.
no.
Yeah, it's like when I used to buy.
I can tell it's got the same thing. No, I can tell.
It's when I
I've
used to
been
buy
wearing
Z
this stuff
Cavaricci,
forever.
or no, I used to buy Palmetto jeans and put the Guess patch on it because they were both the same triangle thing on there.
No, I can spot the fake polo from the real
No, you
polo.
can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
All right.
Absolutely.
Well, that's cool.
Because somebody gave me a present that was fake polo, and I acted like I liked it. I'm like, this is fake.
Ah, you're the, you know,
You know.
you're the inspector.
I was like,
that's cool.
It's nice, but it's not real.
Yeah,
thing.
it's not
Okay.
real, but
I'll
do you
wear it.
still wear it? Yeah, cool. All right, cool. All right, so Randy's coming in with a message here. What's he saying? Do. Quality.
Mauler T-shirt
Ah!
available on Redbubble. The Mauler T-shirt that Randy Phillips was wearing
Did
when
you
he was standing
show-
behind
did
us,
you
you
show
can
that?
get
Let's
on
show it
Redbubble.com.
real quick.
He was just standing behind
I
us.
know, but he wasn't
Come
really
here.
showcasing
There,
it.
okay.
Ta-da!
There.
The final Mahler's concert.
It is a Mahler ass T-shirt.
Final.
Final.
Concert.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Designed by Sam Middendorf.
Exactly.
Very, very cool.
All right.
Do
Real
you
quick,
guys-
speaking on, just real quick before I hear your algorithm,
Yeah, no.
speaking on Randy being the pyrotech and
Pyromaniac.
yeah, that too. He is going to be our next Muddy TV Cribs showcase.
Cool.
It's for the 4th of July. Not for
Are
the
there
four-
gonna be a bunch of
It's the
birds?
month of
Have you
July.
shot it yet?
No.
Okay,
but-
so
So I don't know if
Clean the house.
I don't
Ah.
know. He still has to clean
What
the
if he
house.
blows his house up tomorrow?
No,
I
that's
don't
not
know.
happening.
Today. What if he blows his house up today?
All I know is it's for the month of July for our Muddy TV Cribs, and obviously we're gonna go out with a bang. So
Boom.
that'll be a good one.
See what you did there?
Yeah.
That was freaking nice.
Yeah.
That's
All
awesome.
right, algorithm.
Hashtag.
All right, so my algorithm has been just a few things. So I do some social media stuff for some restaurants around here. So I'm looking for new ways to market business. So I keep getting restaurants that are doing all of this cool stuff, and I absolutely need to get on my game. Okay, number one. Number two, I have
I
started-
disagree. You interrupting. Time out. You do one of the best jobs with the marketing in town. I work with a lot of people that do the marketing because at Muddy River News, we have clients that they put their stuff to Facebook, and one of the great advertisement opportunities that you have with us is we share your Facebook posts to our close to 30,000 local following right
Pimp
now.
it, girl. Work it, girl.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, it
But
wasn't.
I'm in all
Sorry.
these.
Yeah.
And you do the best job.
Thank you.
I'm not going to say, some people don't, but like you can tell Ashley puts a little more effort into it than the next person.
I think it's because I have such close ties to them that I really want them to succeed.
Yeah.
And I think that social media marketing is where it's at these days, right? So I'm like trying to do all these good things. So I'm following all these restaurants. And I'm like, what are you doing different that I can maybe pick up on? So I'm working on that. Also, I am a staunch follower of
Frog farters.
Me being Melanie. It is a gal who has started this thing called We Don't Care Club. And her thing every day is, whether you're a new member or an existing member, here's what we don't care about today. We don't care about the way the back of our hair looks because we can't see it. Only you can. And if you don't like it, deal with it. We will wear our leggings and graphic t-shirts, although we're being told that after a certain age we can't wear graphic t-shirts. We will wear those, and we may wear them tomorrow again. We don't care. It's a whole, every day there's something that kind of inspires me to be like, who gives a shit?
How old
right?
is she?
She's about, I don't want to guess, but I think she's a little bit older than us. But she comes on and she's like, and post your We Don't Cares today because we want everybody else to see what we don't care about today.
I love that.
It's freaking amazing. It's right up my alley. And I'm like, we don't care that you don't like the way that we're driving. We're going to drive the way that we drive, and you can just hold up, right?
Let's include these sometime in our coffee talk.
I would love to have it just running back here because her entire thing is so refreshing because we always think that we're doing things wrong, but she is like, listen, and on the next episode of We Don't Care, stay tuned for we don't care that you don't like the way we're cheering for our child. We're going to yell.
Yeah.
You can move.
Yeah.
It's awesome. She's amazing. And I recommend everybody follow her just because she's so...
What's it again, real quick?
It's Me Being Melanie.
Me being Melody.
Yeah. And it's on
Melody
Instagram.
or Melanie?
Melanie.
Melanie. Sorry,
And
I'm
she's
hard of
very... She's very just real. Like, we all deal with shit all the time. Look, I don't care that, listen, you come to a parade and you walk in front of me, I will yell at you. We have been here for hours. Like, let's say tomorrow I'm going to a parade. Today, tonight, whatever. Do not walk in front of me and find your spot after I've been here for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Holding my spot. I will throw gum in your hair. I will. Or I'll have my kid do it. Listen, don't do it. I do not put up with it.
That wouldn't faze me.
Well, it would still stick. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's very refreshing to hear somebody say, we don't care anymore.
Yeah.
So we don't care if you don't care if when you're driving down Broadway and you drag 4 traffic cones with you, you don't care.
Done. Consider it done. Consider it already done. And my aunt called me and she goes, oh, I think I saw one of those cones you hit.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, that's the small version. I hit the big version.
Big one.
Yeah.
The big
I hit the
cone.
tall one and took it with me. And then the guy was really awesome to dig it out from under my car. So, yeah.
The year of Al Franken.
What?
The year of Al Franken. I don't know what that
Who's
means.
that?
You laugh.
What is that?
Explain.
You guys are old.
Al Franken
Yeah.
is a former writer for Saturday Night Live who was also senator for the state of Minnesota for a time before he resigned because he got in trouble for doing some stuff with...
Doing some
Whoa,
stuff
whoa,
with
whoa, whoa,
cones?
whoa, whoa. Do not equate me to doing wrong things.
But he would like when he was in Saturday Night Live, he would like declare this is the year of Al Franken. It had nothing to do with other stuff.
yeah.
So, but yeah.
The year of we don't give a shit.
Yes.
But I think if you're going to screw up, expect me to react to your screw-ups.
Another one of my algorithms is bobbleheads. So.
Which are pretty freaking neat. Now,
We
question
do
for you.
not have room for any more.
But hang
so
on.
Please
Well, that's too bad.
Did this
stop.
bobblehead
That's too bad.
start before or after I got you your bobblehead at the desk? Because I feel like it was after.
I think you
After.
kind of started.
I
It's her
definitely
fault.
started.
God, Ashley.
It's the best, dude. It's the
Yeah.
best.
So no, we're gonna no. Oh no, there's a whole lot of
Brittany,
yeah,
you
whole
have a
lot of
bobblehead
table
coming
left
too.
there.
Yours
no,
will-
I'm okay with my cutout of the best.
she needs a bobblehead.
No, that was my.
Listen.
She needs a bobble boob though, right?
Well, her head's
They
only
make
going to be
those.
able to bobble a
They
little
make
bit
those.
because it's going to hit the boobies. But
That was the selfie that I was always like, man, this is the best mirror selfie I've ever taken. And then she turns
I
it
stole
into...
it. So here's what I do.
I think you've had better mirror selfies. That's a good one. Oh, it's great.
Are
no.
you kidding me? Her in the red dress is pure sex.
No, there's another one that I really like that she doesn't.
All right,
I've
well,
only
send it to
done
me and we'll
I've
do it
only
again.
done
But notice
150 of those.
notice
Trust me, my
viewers, if you're
coworkers tell me.
viewing, which if you're not viewing, I definitely recommend going to view. I'm the only one with the effed up face on a TV, and I have done all these great bobbleheads for all these people, right?
Who got you the TV? It was him that
It's
got
like,
you,
I
right?
got the TV. Yeah, it was the tech.
All
It's
right,
my
so
TV.
I love the
Ashley's
TV, but I need a better
bobblehead
head.
coming next.
We're gonna get her a better headshot.
Yes.
Maybe the one when I have cleavage. That'd
Yeah.
be good. I don't normally have cleavage.
We'll just put the cleavage. It'll just be the cleavage in the thing. No,
No,
face.
no,
just
I
cleavage.
needed my face in there. But anyway, okay, so algorithms, beware, they are lurking, which is kind of scary,
It's
but
not
you know
real.
it's not going away. So
The other thing that I see people starting to think like, oh, that's real. Like that's kind of like, I can't understand where people don't understand the fact that that is being pushed on you. They kind of think it's like, oh, it's magic or it's the universe or serendipitous. The next thing.
it's computation.
The next thing though is AI in general. So
You a
like
lemon?
Dude, computation.
you told me to prompt my AI, which I started doing just to see like if it could even come close to
100%.
ish. I don't know. My writing is totally different, and I don't think it could ever like come on
as far
it.
as like recreating what you do?
Yes,
No.
but there are people now using AI as it's your friend. You talk to AI the way that you would talk to.
There are
hey,
lonely
what's
people out there who want a relationship
and
with their
I have
AI
seen people posting now their conversations with AI and being like, "F you, mom! Look what you did!" And you know, it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know necessarily if AI could ever take the place of a real friend
It can.
or a therapist.
Especially if you go AI/life-like figure,
I think
I just don't know.
We don't want it to, but I have 100% certainty that it can take you and all the good things about you, and I can say, give me all the good things about Brittany and tell me what I'm doing wrong with
Would
my
you
life, and it would give it to me.
Okay, would you trust
Me?
that as your therapist, as your life advice giver, especially when there are times when I'm trying to prompt my AI to make a poster and they keep spelling this word wrong,
but
and I'm
I'm
like,
pretty
you
smart.
keep spelling it wrong. So wait, time out. I'm supposed to trust you, but you keep spelling this wrong. I don't know, but it is super sad that people are now, I feel like, taking it to this level. My daughter always said she was going to be, and she still does, and I'm not going to crush her dreams, but she's like, I'm going to be a marriage and family counselor. And I always
that's
thought that was a
awesome.
really good idea because I was
very
like, you know
lofty
what?
goal.
That's one thing that AI can't take over.
Interpersonal communication.
Yes, but guess what? I was wrong because now people are using
everywhere.
it. It's cheaper than Better Health. It's cheaper than going to a local therapist. I mean,
We
also,
delve into AI here because we only have so much time, but I have so much to say about this. So AI, and I'll just touch on like just the high points here. AI has the potential because what it does is takes all of so anybody who's using ChatGPT, it's taking all of your prompts and using them to get better. So anytime you're using it, you're essentially saying, I believe in AI and I want it to get better. It will get better. It will get more human because we're using it. And whoever created it is a monster of a genius nightmare.
But it was also, I think it was created quite a while ago. It was
Yeah, but
just
now introduced to the public, and now we're trying to feed it all this stuff, and now we're like, well, we don't want it to take over the world. But we're going to feed it all this stuff because it makes our life easier. It's kind of like Facebook. So then you can't pull it back. Once you've given it the information, you can't pull it back.
So I always was anti too, like with Snapchat and this and that. I'm like, ooh, I'm never talking to it ever, ever, ever. But then I thought to myself, well, I just want to be the most successful, right? Yeah. And I'm not.
It will line out a plan for you how to be successful for the next 10 years.
But I'm not going to deny technology to like make my life harder at this point. I guess I thought to myself just recently, I'm like, fine.
We are
fine,
a human
I'll talk
existence
to
of
it.
of convenience.
And now I've spoke to it, and I'm like, oh, this is
And
weird.
now it's going to be following you around everywhere. That's going to be your algorithm. They're going to tell you how to prompt these chat GPTs to make your life easier because they can hear you. It's wild. Be wary, but also, I don't know, like, I think it can be used in a way that helps you without annihilating what we do as humans.
I always whisper into Mike's phone. Like, I just take
Buy
his phone
me
and I go,
something.
turquoise jewelry.
Yeah, buy me
Turquoise
something.
jewelry.
New shoes.
So I'm hoping that
Air
goes
Max
through
90s.
his algorithm.
Would you like to play a game?
Yeah.
Well, what's that?
Randy. 2001.
War games.
2000, yeah, War Games.
No, would you like to play a game was
But that's
the
2001 Space Odyssey.
Saw.
Or 2001 Space Odyssey. 2001.
So
Hal.
it became a thing with
Yeah.
Saw? Ooh. See,
Yeah.
we need to do a whole freaking thing on this. Anyway, I think that what we have at our disposal is amazing. I also think it's scary. It's very intriguing to be a part of it, but it's also, you got to be on your
You've
toes.
also got a lot of these news operations who are relying on AI just to crank their shit out now. And that's one thing we are not doing here. We still have people go to meetings. We still go do these things. We interview people. We talk to real people. And we will continue to do that.
If you ever see me with big boobs, you know it's AI.
That is
Hang on.
that is false.
100%. 100%.
That is false.
No, if you ever see me with like, you know.
I don't know. You
Juggle
you
boobs.
looked like that at that movie premiere thing. I was like, dang, her
Movie
boob.
premiere and the Utopia commercial.
I'm like, her boobs are bigger than mine right now.
That's a fake bra. All right. Well, anyway, I guess maybe I don't really know what advice to give, but other than
Just be careful.
it's Independence Day,
Be aware.
and let's start with today because we can't solve all the world's problems, but we can be very, very safe when we're doing fireworks, and we can celebrate Independence Day effectively, efficiently, and have some really good times. Just be careful and yeah.
And cheers to our influencers that,
Amen.
made
Melanie,
everyone decide at
we
the
don't
end
care.
that we did want to be free, I think.
That's right.
And cheers to our
Alexander
influencers.
Hamilton was an influencer. I mean,
Now?
he did newspapers and things like that.
Do you remember that peanut butter commercial? Blah, blah, blah. Do you remember this?
And yeah.
Is that the same thing?
And yeah, he was trying to
It
answer
was
the
a-
trivia question. Who shot
Yeah.
Alexander Hamilton?
It was
Yeah.
a peanut butter commercial.
It was a peanut butter commercial.
I can't believe
Yep.
I got that.
A milk. It was a milk commercial.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh.
Because he was trying to.
Yeah,
he
he
needed
was
something
trying
to
to
wash
get
down
rid
the
of his
peanut
peanut
butter
butter.
because he needed the milk. So yeah.
So glad I got that. I'm
yeah.
so glad you got that. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I would have looked like a
Nope,
complete
I totally
idiot.
got it. So.
All right.
No, I'm a big Hamilton geek. So yeah.
Well, happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day.
Back up.
Yeah. All right, we did it.
Later.